You're listening to the Davey Mac Sports Program on the Riotcast Network, riotcast.com.
It's the Davey Mac Sports Program.
Now there's a steal by Bird. Underneath the DJ, lays it in. Right up 1 second left. Down goes Freezer. Down goes Freezer. Down goes Freezer. Oh, a spectacular move by Michael Jordan. Oh, wow. In your life have you seen anything like that? Wide right. Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it. Oh, the band is out on the field. He's going to go in the end zone. He's going to go in the end zone. The Bears have won. The Bears have won. Oh, my God. You believe in miracles? Yes.
It's the Davey Mac Sports Program on riotcast.com. And here's your host, Dave McDonald.
Yeah! Best show ever.
You're right. I mean, am I right or am I right?
You didn't say anything.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're right. You said that. It's the Davey Mac Sports Program, East Side Dave McDonald. My name, Davey Mac, the Sports Master. With me, Chris, Pepper, Stanley. ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We'll get into Pepper's personal problems later on in the
Oh,
program.
will we?
The master engineer extraordinaire, the guy who sets it all up, the microphones, the headphones, the this, the that. Shut up! And the Davey Mac Sports Program band leader, a guy who did not win the Punctuality Award in Rushmore, Roy Schaefer!
Roy!
Because I try and do this thing every Wednesday, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific sharp. And all I knew was it was 7:01, and Roy was not in the goddamn room.
That's crap.
And now you've just gotten this whole show started into a huge cluster. Unprofessional. That's what it is, Roy Schaefer.
Sorry, David, baby.
All right.
Guess someone need another bump.
He called me baby. I can't now, can't hold a grudge against the guy who calls me baby, Pepper. Can't do it.
Yeah. No, you can.
How about this LeBron James, huh?
He is the master.
Are you aware of what's going on with LeBron James?
Yes.
6 consecutive games where he scored 30 points, shot over 60% from the field. Now, the question out to the panel is, who else in NBA history has done it? Roy Schaefer, you first. You raised your hand.
Michael Jordan.
That answer would be incorrect, you son of a bitch, minus 50 points.
Oh.
By the way, today's show is going to be a point system a la Around the Horn. And I play the part of Tony, the phony reality, and I will be assigning points. Sean O, do you know who did it besides LeBron James? Who
Larry
did that?
Bird.
Larry Bird. Incorrect. Pepper.
Kareem?
Wrong. The answer
so
is
stupid.
it was a trick question. 0.
Whoa.
No one in NBA history has scored 30 points and shot over 60% in 6 consecutive games. It's time to admit that Michael Jordan should get in his little coffin. His little, first of all, we have to chop his legs off if the coffin's going to be little. Because the last time I checked, the man was 6'7".
You can just shove a torso.
But, maybe we could borrow Gary Coleman's coffin and somehow, do something to him. Chop a
slice and dice.
So a little slice and dice is Roy Schaefer. He's always good with the rhymes. And we're going to have to do that because LeBron is the greatest ball player of all time.
Yeah, I don't think
It's
that's
a
true.
combination of
It's not true.
Karl Malone, the mailman, being that big, but Karl Malone could barely dribble, as most power forwards cannot. You don't trust most power forwards with the basketball. And here's LeBron James, practically a goddamn Harlem Globetrotter. He's as big as Karl Malone. He can dish the ball like Steve Nash. He can dunk like Michael Jordan. He bangs broads like Ron Jeremy, baby. You know what I'm talking about?
How do you know that?
He sucks them off like Davey Mac. You know what I'm talking about? He goes in the
Wait,
stairwell
you suck off
and
dudes?
shows off his penis like Roy Schaefer.
That happened.
In the Davey Mac Sports Program pre-show meeting, where we go in the stairwell and smoke cigarettes.
Chain smoke, yeah.
I usually tell a story or two, and then Roy disrobes. For some reason, Roy was showing off his abs in the stairwell. It was an uncomfortable moment.
And his penis bulge.
And then I said, "What's this? What are we doing with the showing off the abs?" And then he unbuttons his jeans and shows us that he's wearing briefs. And I didn't want to say this, but I was not seeing a huge dick. I'm not saying it was small either. I don't want to ever insult Roy Schaefer.
Average.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
How much? How big are we talking here?
Average. You know, I
As
probably,
big as LeBron James?
Whoa, I don't know about that.
The answer to that question is no, my friend. LeBron James, last time I checked, 2.5 feet, dog. I checked by jerking him off.
LeBron James is gay?
On a road trip to the Brooklyn Nets arena, I was there in the box. Jerking it and working it, dude. LeBron James is on fire. As Dan Patrick would say, he's in fuego, my friends.
He's a badass.
He's the best basketball player in the world right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Jordan, it's impossible. It's like comparing Albert Pujols to Joe DiMaggio. No, we're not going to do that this year, Sean. We banned it.
Stop it,
We
Sean.
didn't make a rule for 2013.
All right, listen. For 2013, I'll say his name right now, and we'll just get it out of the way. When the baseball season happens, I don't want you to snicker every time I say Pujols.
You done?
Holes that omit poo.
Buttholes.
Poo holes. Poo holes.
It's a Spanish thing.
Poo holes. Poo holes. Poo holes. Poo holes. Grab that poo. Put it through your holes. Hit 350 with your fat poo holes. Yeah, poo holes. 40 home runs. 130 RBIs. For poo holes. Poo holes. Poo holes. You know what I've been watching in this, and as people probably can tell right off the bat, we are in the sports dead zone. So,
It's terrible. There's nothing out
Football is done. No March Madness. Blah blah blah. Baseball, we're still,
pitchers and
a
catchers
month and a half away. I know,
just
but
arrived.
pitchers and catchers, everyone gets excited. I can't get excited until the rest of the team is there. I can't get excited until I'm seeing guys with the gloves throwing the ball. Come on, pitchers and catchers. Okay, fine.
It's the best part of the season for me.
Yeah, I mean, let's go.
Is Mariano back?
Mariano, they said threw 25 pitches from the pen today.
Broke 2 ribs.
Looking good. He had this for a comment. I believe this is actual audio. I thought that pen, and it was fantastic. I love Mariano Rivera,
Stop it, Roy.
but if he never has the endorse, like Derek Jeter gets Ford commercials and stuff, and I saw like a local, like, I don't know, like it looked like a bootleg shaving company that Mariano was endorsing, like, hey, look at Mario's shaving sticks. The hell's a shaving stick?
It's a razor, Mariano.
Oh, yeah. Why didn't they just call it a razor? Hey, look at Mario's shaving sticks. You got all kinds of shaving sticks and shaving liquid, white puffy shaving liquid for your face over at Mario's Shaving Sticks on 168th Street in the Bronx, right next to Arthur Avenue.
It only sells
Tell
in
him
one
Mariano
place?
said hello.
God.
So because of that, I go through my Blu-ray collection, and I'm on a Godfather kick.
Yeah.
And I have a factoid that I could save for the watchers, but the next watchers is so far in the future. I believe the next one that we do is 2015. So I'm
no,
going to give
it's gonna
you.
be next
I'm going to
month.
give you a crazy factoid that I've probably seen the Godfathers 714 times.
Okay, what's
which is
that?
actually the amount of home runs that Babe Ruth had career-wise.
Weird.
Sportsmaster, right?
Yeah.
Sportsmaster.
Master.
Not mastering.
Master!
Coincidence?
Master! He's the one that we bet after!
Because I just gave you 714. Boom. Okay? I could have given you 715. That wouldn't have been Babe Ruth's goddamn career home run lifetime total.
I don't know if I could do it.
All right.
It's already really weird.
Let me tell you something, Pepper.
Sean Stone, he's really losing over everything.
Listen to me, Pepper.
Yeah, all right, listening. All right.
Here is an incredible little factoid that I have for you.
I can't wait. I love The Godfather.
Only actor to be in Godfather, Godfather 2, and Goodfellas. You won't get it.
Okay.
Answer, okay, I'll tell you. He was part of the crew, but wasn't, De Niro,
I know.
wasn't Ray Liotta, was not Joe Pesci, but he was part of the crew, that crew, okay?
I don't know.
He was the guy that had the helmet hair.
Goddamn right, bro.
Yeah.
57 points.
I can't think of his name though.
Carbone.
That's it.
He was the guy who got hung in the meat locker.
Yep.
Here's the thing. He's in the Godfather Part 2 with an actual role. In the flashback, him and De Niro are going to see this play, and he's sweet on the actress in the play.
Yeah, okay.
And remember, that's the first time we see Fanucci, the guy in the white, who was like the gangster there, and he gets all nervous. That's Carbone. I didn't realize, rewatching The Godfathers, if you look closely, in Godfather 1, when James Caan is kicking the holy god out of Carlo on that street, remember?
Uh-huh.
He's killing him because he slapped Connie around?
Yeah.
He's actually in the back as an extra, just looking at them. Not an actual speaking role, so you probably won't even find him on IMDb for it.
And it's not the character he played in the original, obviously.
Yeah, it's not the character. Now, double factoid from the Dave Man.
Oh.
As if that's not weird enough, that so Carbone could say, I'm
weird.
the only actor to play two different roles in Godfather 1, Godfather 2.
Yeah.
He wasn't, dude. Again, rewatching this, don't know how I didn't catch this. Bruno Kirby, who plays young Clemenza in the flashbacks. Clemenza was the fat guy in Godfather 1.
Yeah.
Bruno Kirby was young Clemenza in Godfather 2. In Godfather 1, in the wedding scene, Bruno Kirby's dancing and having a good old time. And I'm like, I've seen these Godfathers 80 times. How did I not know that Bruno Kirby can say, I was in Godfather 1 and 2 playing two different roles? And Carbone could say it.
I thought it was 714 times.
Isn't that 714 times? 57 points for Pepper. Keep the total. See, isn't that amazing? Yeah. By the way, the wedding scene, my friend Al Smith, his dad, is in the wedding scene. During the part where they're singing, you can see him at one of the tables. He was how do you
end up in it?
Football for the Denver Broncos for a year, but then tore up his knee, and that was it.
Well,
his name is Jim Smith, and
Sounds made up.
just an actor. No, well, he was huge. God bless me. I think he's passed on. God bless us all. But he was a huge man, one of those Andre the Giant type.
Oh,
characters.
nice.
Yeah,
Just a freak. He's a freak.
Nicest guy in the world, but just because of that voice alone, we were scared to go over Al's house because he's like, "What are you guys doing? Are you guys gonna be playing with football today? Can I play with you?" I was like, "No, no, Mr. Giant." I love this part when they're doing the song and that old man comes in. And then the old guy comes in.
He had a lot to drink. Give him a break.
Okay, that's enough. We can't
Going to Pop Goes the Weasel.
Can't be doing Godfather the whole time. All right.
It is technically a sports show, right?
Exactly. Well, Godfather 2, Hyman Roth was watching the football game when Michael Corleone went to his house.
Doesn't make it sports related.
You're Yoda.
He was watching football. He goes, I love watching football in the afternoons.
God, I hate Hyman Roth.
But I also like baseball too, Michael. Ever since Arnold Rothstein threw the series in 1919. We get it, Hyman. You're a crooked Jew. Whoa!
You could have just said a crooked gangster or something. You
No, but he was Jewish. Arnold Rothstein was Jewish. We get it. We understand. We didn't need the thing with the 1919 already. I understood.
God, I wish Cuba was still like that, where Americans just go there and just treat people however they
It
wanted.
is. I've booked a Davey Mac Sports Program, our first on-location show, March 1st in Cuba.
Yes.
Yeah. Finally.
Opening odds for us, Rage Against the Machine. They're gonna
Oh,
they're gonna be
man.
playing the song Freedom. Yeah.
Again, please no.
We need a guitar. I love that. It's too fast, Roy. That's not Freedom.
Faster, Roy.
That's Freedom.
Missing a couple notes, but it's close.
All right.
Close enough for.
Don't worry about it, Roy.
Please, Roy.
You did enough. Before the show, and we're not going to sing it right now. And we're not. This isn't a little radio thing. I know Roy's confused
You sure, Dan?
about my cues. Before the show, we actually called Sean's wife and sang "Home Sweet Home" to her.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
No, I was being serious. I don't want to sing it again.
Don't take cues from
Is that
me.
going up on the YouTube?
You know I'm a dreamer. But, well, he's playing it now. Hearts of gold. I had to run away so I wouldn't come home low. 'Cause when things went right, doesn't mean that always wrong. Just long, and you'll never feel alone. All alone. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Home, sweet home. Tonight, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Home, sweet home. All right, that's enough. Please, with the music already. For crying out loud.
We've only done 3 songs.
I was watching, I was listening to, and by the way, the Mike Francesa stuff just keeps getting better and better. As we were talking about him giving the weather report for 20 minutes, either on this show or the satellite show on Sirius XM, he then had to make a retraction because his callers started to call in and say, hey, Mike, you said it was going to blizzard. He's like,
I never said that.
Really?
I never said that it was going to be a blizzard.
That man's under attack every day now.
every single day, Mike Francesa gets destroyed by his own listeners. His own listeners are sick of him.
Shouldn't his phone screener be keeping this under control? Or maybe I
His
guess
phone
screener
screener
hates him.
must get ripped apart every break. You see Mike and his big fat ass get up from the desk, slam the headphones to the ground. Every single break, Mike's got to be chewing his phone screener out.
Can I have one show without 9 callers getting on my fat ass? Please. Anyway, I will stay in the weather business. I don't want you people to, take my word as gospel. I was just imparting the weather advice that was given to me by weather.com. Okay? Anyway, tomorrow, Pepper,
Yeah.
look for sunny skies.
Okay.
14% precipitation.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're really getting into
On
this thing.
Saturday, slightly cloudy at 9
Don't you
a.m.
have sports to talk about?
Then it's going to drizzle at noon. Now, at 1:45 p.m., watch out for a hailstorm. That's all I got. I'm so lethargic. I need some Diet Cokes.
Get that caffeine in you, all right? Please stop. I'm going back to the AM feed.
You can't listen to Mike Francesa on WFAN FM because you can hear he not only does the lip thing, but because he drinks at least 9 to 10 Diet Cokes a show, he's constantly he's keeping down burps. So you hear him like have to belch, but instead it's like
He's gassy.
I gotta take it.
Yeah, he should lay off the
Third
cokes.
seater, shut up. Okay, third seater, huh? He's gonna be in the first ballot hall. Hold on.
I think those are all actually
Hold on.
mini heart attacks.
Hold on, everybody. Anyway, Sweetie Murray, we have him on the line. Sweetie, what do you think about the Yankees bullpen?
You okay, Mike?
I'm a little bit
Mike, you sound like
gaseous.
you're dying.
Okay, I felt better. If I don't let it out my mouth, I apologize. I gotta let it out the ass. So if it smells a little raunchy in here,
At least you're alone in
you're
there.
just smelling Mike Francesa, Taco Bell, and Roe coming out my ass. My wife. Sorry.
Yeah.
I apologize. Roe's my wife. And why you're smelling her? Because I go down on her every single
Oh,
day.
yeah. Good man. Good man.
I eat it all, Pep.
Yeah, that
I
ass.
eat the pussy, the ass. I eat the toe. I lick the armpit.
Sounds like Drexel's going to shoot you.
Yeah, smoking enough, sure.
On Mad Dog, some guy called up and said was accusing LeBron James of using steroids.
What?
So now LeBron has been worked into this nonsense that we cannot escape from in
he
American sports.
Huffing deer antler spray? Is that what
I don't
he's
know.
into?
But
Well, they're keeping A-Rod completely out of the
Yankees are
facilities.
trying everything. I buy into every A-Rod conspiracy, by the way. I think A-Rod brought it up, and I sort of agree with A-Rod. He thinks that the Yankees leaked the fact that he's on this newest report that he went to a clinic in Miami to get some more PEDs, as it were.
It makes sense. Why wouldn't they want to get out of this ridiculous
They
contract?
have to.
He
They
has
have
two
to get
bum
it.
hips.
5 years for a guy who's totally done. He's broken down. He was like my
bad.
goddamn Saturn that just pooped on the bed on the Garden State Parkway, baby. Sounds like a Bruce Springsteen song.
You need to get a new car.
It really does.
Hey, boss, I have a new song for you, pal. It's called Pooped in the Bed.
Garden State Park.
Well, Davy's car is on a red Saturn on the Golden State Parkway North. By mile marker 114, he saw some smoke from the dashboard. He pulled on over and then he realized that the car was broken down. So Dave called his dad and said, Daddy, let me borrow your credit card to get AAA tow truck service. And Dave kept Daddy's credit card. And Dave's had Daddy's credit card now for 3 weeks. So he's bought some lottery tickets with Daddy's credit card and charged some stuff to Amazon. And he's got some subscriptions to some porno mags because he's got Daddy's credit card. And Daddy's wondering, what are these charges on his credit card bill? Why's there a black dildo on my credit card bill? Well, Daddy, you should have gotten that credit card back from Davey Mac. Oh, Daddy.
That's as good as Back to Badlands.
Speaking of steroids, the Piazza book is out.
Finally.
Plugging the hell out of it. He was on the Daily Show
He's on a Trump
saying he
show.
wants to go in the... Here's the funny thing. I watched him on the Daily Show. I thought it was Eddie Trunk. His head is gotten so weird and fat, but it's not even that.
I
His
saw
hair.
him at Eddie Trunk's show. I saw him.
He needs a short man's haircut, like a short haircut.
I didn't recognize him at first.
He has a terrible haircut. That's really not flattering. And this guy was considered to be a good-looking dude. I think they
really hot.
I think, especially when he had the blonde hair.
All right. Remember that, Dave?
Yeah, man.
We both.
It was like a Barbie with a dick.
Yeah. The better kind.
Yeah, I'd suck it.
What?
No. And no, but you know, to me, he's a good goatee guy. Without the facial hair, he looks a
that
little
also-
like Emerald Lagasse.
That threw me off, too.
I'm expecting him to say "Bam" all of a sudden. The hair makes him look like Eddie Trunk. That weird. No offense, Eddie Trunk hair.
They're the same person. They both love metal.
Oh yeah, Piazza claimed. Well, Piazza claimed that
He doesn't
was.
claim he loves metal.
But Piazza also claimed to be a. No. I'm sorry. Piazza's battery mate, as it were, Al Leiter with the Mets, claimed to be a huge Bruce Springsteen fan, and did not know the song Rosalita. Now I'm sorry. That's like Pepper saying he's a goddamn Pixies fan and not knowing goddamn Debaser. Ain't gonna happen, dude.
Play the Baser. It's a really good song.
Okay? Roy doesn't know it. He doesn't know the Baser. He's not into that indie stuff. He's just into, Margaritaville and all that kind of nonsense.
Am I just surrounded by Buffett fans?
Right, Roy?
You're right, Dave.
You got that right.
Damn straight, Davey baby.
Lackey.
You think Piazza did steroids?
No, I don't think he did.
You don't think so?
No, I think he never got, he was the same size throughout his career.
He got out of the game, though, right before all the lists came out, which was a very smart move on his part.
Well, his name was not in the list, right?
No, it wasn't, but I'm not sure. The list seemed to have current ball players. I don't know. It's a tough call. It really is. I mean, it's incredible that the guy was drafted in the 62nd round.
Wow.
I mean, he wasn't the 62nd draft pick. The 62nd, he was like 1,000 or whatever. 600, 800 people were drafted ahead of Mike Piazza.
Wow.
What a joke.
Now, is it me, or whenever you think of Mike Piazza, are you hungry for pizza? 'Cause
Seriously.
I'm not. I know the difference.
Well, Piazza means square in Italian.
Does it really? Mike Square. Michael Square is his name.
Well, like a square,
No.
like outdoors and around buildings and
Like a
stuff.
villa.
Like in the middle of a,
Like a villa, kind of.
like in the
It's
middle
not a
of.
villa.
Makes me think
A
of Sicilian.
square is a courtyard.
Thank you.
I have to apologize to the Davey Mac Sports Program audience that we got so high before the show.
We were smoking bath salts.
Now, so speaking of that, Jay Williams, who was a phenomenal basketball player at Duke, and then played 1 year, would have been a very good NBA star, I think. Broke his leg with a motorcycle accident. Now, 10 years later, he's a broadcaster for ESPN college basketball, claiming that many guys on the Chicago Bulls in 2002 were smoking doobies
What a narc.
before the game. Before the actual game.
I believe it.
Not even practice.
Rasheed Wallace has come out multiple times talking about how he loves smoking blunts and he doesn't care who knows it. Rasheed Wallace, maybe he's a weirdo.
There's nothing better I love to do than to smoke some reefer and dunk that basketball. Dunk it, and I kick that goddamn field goal. You know what I'm talking about, Peppa?
No, that's football. It's not basketball.
Sometimes the basketball just spins around and around, and I'm like, dude, it's kind of like the earth just spinning. I don't know.
Dickie, you okay?
No, sorry. Dickie was falling asleep a little bit there.
Dickie, never knew you played in the NBA.
Oh, yeah. I played in the NBA.
What team did you play for?
Denver Nuggets, dude. It was so high.
Because you're smoking them nuggets, right?
Smoking up, and then on a Sunday where we had off, I'd head over to Aspen. What the hell is this? A goddamn radio concert?
It's Skrillex.
Hey, everybody! Tom York in the house on the Davey Mac Sports Program.
I wish.
Sorry, Dave.
What was that about?
This is little pimps and hoes.
What?
Getting high, baby.
Yeah.
He's calling you baby a
This
lot.
is exactly the kind of thing Dickie loves smoking up to.
Right before the game?
I smoked right next to Scottie Pippen once. They like, no, be funnier. Instead of your name being Scott Pippen, if it was Pip Scotton, he didn't find it funny either.
It's not that funny, yeah.
I thought it was hysterical.
It's because you were blazed out your face.
I was high and dog.
You're playing for the Nuggets. What position did you play?
Dealer.
Okay, that's not being a basketball player.
Says you.
Oh, says everyone.
I averaged 14 assists that year, dude. Let me tell you something.
pretty impressive, Dickie.
Dickie could dish it out, dogsy. Like John Stockton if he was a big red-headed pothead, bro. That's exactly the kind of player Dickie was.
Why'd you stop playing?
Hold on, I have to look something up. When's the next time Fish is in town? Dickie's going. Dickie hits all the Fish shows.
You're on Fish Tour right now?
They played a little Chalk Dust Torture the other day.
They play Chalk Dust every other show.
Dickie was like, after you guys play Chalk Dust, you should then play Chalk Dust.
They can do Chalk Dust
And then
for
followed up
prize.
with Chalk Dust.
Yeah.
Just play Chalk Dust Torture for 4 hours, Trey.
No tweezer?
Trey's such a dictator, dog. That's
What?
why the band broke up in 2004.
Well, no, they broke up because he was a drug addict.
Yeah, that's what Paige McConnell would have you know.
Why would he say these bad things about
Yeah.
Trey?
You believe whatever Mike Gordon tells you, Pepper.
I love Gordo. He's the
Right?
man. He's a great bass player.
Yeah, you just believe the lies John Fishman sells, dude. I'm telling you, they broke up because Trey Anastasio wasn't allowed to play Chalk Dust for 4 hours. That's my song. It's my jam, dude.
That's crap. Well, I mean, you can always listen to Chalk Dust whenever you want.
I feel like playing some Nintendo. Is anyone else with me? With this goddamn music that Roy Schaefer
Play
has.
some Mario Brothers, sure.
Anybody have double dribble? Talking about sports.
Tecmo Bowl.
Yeah, baby. Playing some double dribble today because I actually have the Wii, the Nintendo Wii that allows you to put the old school games on, and I haven't lost it. When I play double dribble, I usually win by a final score of 84-26.
Well, that's dominating defense.
I do play on the easy setting.
All right, that's just sad. Because
Can you get NBA jams on there?
Yeah, as long as it came out for the Nintendo Entertainment
yeah?
System, the original, you can get them all. I have Super Mario. I have Super Mario 3 on there.
NBA
I
Jams, I think, was Super
I
Nintendo.
have Punch Out, but the one I had when I was a kid was Mike Tyson's
Right.
Punch
that
Out.
rape charge screwed that up.
I know, Mike. Come on. Remember how hard Mike Tyson was?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was
Possible.
amazing. I beat him twice,
Me
and it was
too.
the greatest.
I beat him 3 times.
To this day,
3 times.
the greatest day of my goddamn life.
Beating, you have 2 children.
Hope you're not listening, kids. Okay.
True third.
Because you come directly after beating Mike Tyson twice. So that would be he takes the first spot and second spot. And then one time I had a great steak. And I had some pile string cheese yesterday. So that would be the top 4.
Meal and some cheese. This is getting sad.
Now, I promised people today on my Twitter account, twitter.com/EastsideDave. I said, interact with me, ask me a question, either there or on Facebook, which is also Eastside Dave, or on eastsidedavecountry.com on the contact page. I said, give us some questions tonight since we're in the Sports Dead Zone, and we will answer some of your questions.
Oh, cool.
Right now. So we're going to answer those email. I'm just going to call them social network interactions. Or no, how about this? This is a better name. Davey Mac Q&A.
You got the Q, we got the A. It's the Davey Mac Q&A.
That was really cool. I didn't expect that to happen.
Were these in an email form, Dave?
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about
Well, I'm
it.
ready to go.
Well, you can play the bed. The bed. Don't worry about the Joe Liga
But you
song.
told me to play that song earlier.
I did, and I forgot that Roy Schaefer and I had something planned. Play the bed, though, Sean. This is from Dino, who says, Dave, who do you think would win in a steel cage match with you and Pepper versus Mike Francesa and Cousin Brucey?
Oh, come on.
Fez is special referee.
All right, cool. Well, I mean, the referee should be on our side.
Well, no.
He used to work for him.
First of all, Cousin Brucey, for being, as old as Senator Palpatine, is actually in fantastic shape.
He is.
He's a big man, actually.
For an 80-year-old man, he's 6'5". You can tell there's no fat there for like an older guy.
Huge dick.
He's actually he might have a big penis according to Roy.
Why would you?
But he's in very good shape.
Yeah,
Francesa,
Oh, there's a lot of stamina, Roy.
you never know. Someone could whisper Mike Francesa's ear, hey, this is the guy who's literally been taking shots at you since 2007 on XM, before even the merger. So he could get, filled with rage. For the match, I'd like it if Pepper stopped smoking cigarettes. Just for this match. I'm not saying you don't have to booze.
train.
Yeah, while you're in training.
You don't even have to train. Just don't smoke
All right.
cigarettes.
Well, then afterwards, I'm going to smoke.
You can do whatever you want afterwards.
All right. Well, good.
So who do you think would win, Pepper?
We would win. There's those guys are double our age.
And that's your answer on Dave's Q&A.
You got the Q, we got the A. It's the Davey Mac Q&A.
Joe Liga, our good buddy, writes, David, what's your favorite kind of cereal? I won't restrict this just to me. I'll welcome the panel on this discussion. The answer from Davey Mac's standpoint is, I don't like cereal. I'm not a big breakfast person. Don't care for it. Won't eat it. Pepper.
cornflakes.
Sean-O.
Also don't like breakfast, but if I have to eat it, I'll do grape nuts.
Fiber one keeps him regular.
This is the Davey Mac Q&A. This is the Davey Mac Q&A.
You got the Q.
Jesus.
Hey,
You've got one goddamn
it's
job.
the Davey Mac
One goddamn
Q&A.
job.
When you ask them a question, throw them off.
Does,
I only
Paul,
got,
does
like-
your cousin Paul Schaefer ever drop the ball like this?
I only got two hands.
There's no
Dave.
more smoking up in the stairwell for any of us. 2 hands, you're a keyboard player.
What's the sports computer thing?
That's what you're supposed to have. Sports computer, give it a shout out.
That's a racist shout out.
Pat says, hey, Eastside Dave / the Sports Master, what are you guys giving up for Lent? Especially that scumbag Pepper and that Nazi Roy Schaefer.
Shouldn't care what I.
I'm going to tell you something, and it stays just between us and the listening audience. I threw out all my pornographic digital video discs.
Wow.
All of them. So I already made that concession to Lent. They're all in the garbage. They're gone. They were gone from my underwear drawer, which was kind of disgusting.
So does that mean all
Because there would
porn?
be lube all over the discs themselves.
I don't need to know about this.
And then the lube would get on my underwear, and just
Yeah.
everything was
Covered in
lubey
lube.
and lube.
Yeah.
So that's the concession I've already made for Lent.
Yeah.
Now, have I visited UJIS a few times? Yes, I have. Didn't say I was giving up entirely. I'm just saying I threw out all my pornographic digital video discs.
giving anything
start.
Hey, it's a start.
Yeah.
Pepper.
I've given up alcohol the last like 5 out of 6 years.
Yeah, well, how about something new, for Christ's sake?
I've proven I don't need to stop drinking to know that I'm an alcoholic, right?
Yeah.
Well, I've given up porn also is where I'm getting at.
Oh, look at this.
I didn't know you gave
We're
up
on the same
porn.
wavelength.
Yeah, it's weird.
Roy, anything?
I'm just giving up being so damn sexy for a little while.
How about this,
Jesus
Nazi?
Christ.
How about giving up lynching black people? Hey, now. Sean-O,
I gave up drinking.
as he swigs some Sam Adams, you lying bastard.
Maybe you should just slow it down.
This
a little
next
bit.
one is it says, from Roy in Times Square. If you were a house, what would you say to the people living inside you? It also says, hey, Dave, this is Roy Schaefer.
Well, what's your answer?
This isn't helping, Roy.
This was for the goddamn listeners.
We can ask these questions when we're getting high.
This was for the goddamn listeners. You can just talk to us.
Davey,
You don't
baby.
have to go through the internet, for Christ's sakes.
Davey, baby?
If I was at a house, what would I say to the people listening to? I'd say get out! Just like I feel like saying now to you. Get out!
All right, that's a legit answer.
Pepper! Anything? No!
I guess I would say stay for a while or something.
No, we're not going to take
Wait,
a fight.
would they be
No,
like
next question.
the genitals be
Next
beside me?
question. This is from Cece.
Sabathia?
This is Dave, a fan of the sports show. You, Sean O, and Pepper are great.
Yeah.
But Roy's a racist pig. And he deserves
Accurate.
to be fired. He even went so far as to say that the Sandusky tapes were quote-unquote sexy, which I don't recall.
I did say that, Dave.
You know what, CC? I'm thinking you're right.
He's
Finally,
a pedophile racist.
we have one last Davey Mac Q&A.
You got the Q. We got the A. It's the Davey Mac Q&A.
This is the greatest
And-
fucking intro.
And,
Mark that.
and
ever.
finally, mark it, Sean. He said F. Finally, our last question is, Dear Dave, how could that guy Roy Schaefer be so goddamn handsome? Then it says, once again, no need to answer this on the air, Dave. I'll see you tonight at Skinny Man. Signed, Roy Schaefer.
He's making a mockery of the Q&A.
That's right, Davey, baby.
I'm just going to say no comment. And that was your Davey Mac Q&A.
You got the Q. We got the A. It's the Davey Mac Q&A.
Well, I hope everyone enjoyed that, because you'll never hear that goddamn segment again. Not if Roy Schaefer is just going to be bombarding me. You probably knocked out a few decent emails from people who cared
Overloaded the server.
about the show. That's what you did. You overloaded the circuit.
With all 2 of your emails.
By the way, Joe Liga, the great Joe Liga, was one of those emailers. If people don't know, we are obsessed with the game, or at least Pepper and I. I mean, no, you're not.
I'm getting there.
Sean and Roy.
We are obsessed with the game
You guys
Temple
are
Run
jokes.
2. I play mine on the iPhone. Pepper plays his on the Droid. Temple Run 2.
Pepper's screen is bigger.
The original Temple Run
Cheater.
was good. I'm now finally getting into the swing of Temple Run 2. I'm starting to enjoy it more than
Yeah.
Temple Run.
It took me
the
a little
original.
while.
Yeah, it did. The curves and the buffering still is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it happens to me too.
But there's a way to kind of anticipate the buffering somehow and slide earlier.
I'll tell you something that I had a problem with was the ledges. When the ledges were a real problem for me.
What do you mean, like the half?
You mean when you have
it
to
becomes
tilt?
half? When it becomes a half.
Yeah, and you have to tilt the screen.
Yeah. It's,
That's so-
at first, it was a problem. Now I'm like an old
yeah,
pro.
you're
I'm like
fine.
an old pro.
I'm fine with those. Yeah, I'm. So anyway, Pepper
The coal cars.
had what was it? You had 12 million,
I had 12 million,
and I then scored 13 million,
and then I hit
and then you
16
scored
million.
16 million. We do this via text, like really sad individuals.
Sad. That's the word that
It
comes
was
to mind.
actually a Friday night.
Yeah,
when you scored,
that's the real sad
Friday
thing.
night,
I was gonna
huh?
say it was either it wouldn't be Saturday because we do the Sirius XM show, so it was Friday night that we're doing this. And I actually go so far as to screen cap it and then show him the picture,
Sure.
in case he doesn't believe me. So I got after Pepper scored 16 million, I thought no chance in hell. I have to bone up. I don't know how I'm ever gonna beat it, and I got 23 million. In fact, I got so happy, I even screen capped it and shared it with the world on the internet. I put it
you
on.
did the retweet thing.
I put it on Twitter.com/EastsideDave. I said, yeah, I scored 23 million, and I'm tweeting it. Big deal. All right,
Thanks for letting me know.
Yeah. So what? Call me pathetic. This is what I'm doing on Friday night. Anyway, Joe Laga does a lot of the music for us. Comes back after I put up 23 million and scores 26 million points.
That's huge.
Then on top of it, submits a song to the Davey Mac Sports Program about his accomplishment.
Hit it.
Dave's Temple Run 2 score is a big pile of shit.
It wasn't the pile of excrement that bothered me. It was the laughing at the end. The supervillain laughing at the end that Joe Liga put in that song. It was
mocking.
It hurt. So now my whole goal is to score 30.
Dave's tempo run to score is a big pile of shit.
I saw this.
That laughing is in my goddamn nightmares.
I hit 20 million, so I'm right there. We're all in this.
I thought 23 million. I didn't think any one of us was going to get it. And in fact, if you look at it, when I got 23 million, it said you can go to a feature, the biggest scores that day, and there's what, 1 million, 2 million people probably playing Temple Run 2.
Yeah.
It's a huge app.
Yeah.
And on 20,
Well, it's 50 million times it got downloaded.
all right. So let's say 50 million people play it. That day, I was like I had the 3,000th best score of all the people in the world.
Nice.
It said best scores, and then that day I clicked on it and saw my ranking. 3,000 out of 50 million people, Dave Mac's going to take that. But then Joe Liga gives me, takes it over. Too much.
Dave's tempo run to score is a big pile of shit.
I don't know why we have not invited Joe Liga to sit in here.
Is he local?
I don't know anything about him. I know he comes up with the strangest songs. Why don't we play the one Davey Mac Sports Program song just to refresh everyone with what Joe And by the way, without his permission, we cut up this song and use it for our sweepers on the Davey Mac Sports Program XL show, which is our live show every Saturday on Sirius XM Satellite Radio.
He's our production guy.
Yeah, he pretty much is.
It's the Davey Mac Sports Program.
If you last at the end of this one, I'm taking the plug
It's the
out.
Davey Mac Sports Program. It's the Davey Mac Sports Program. It's the Davey Mac Sports Program. It's the Davey Mac Sports Program.
Right. Very life aquatic. I feel like I'm on a boat somewhere, and there's Owen Wilson and the English broad.
Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe was fantastic. So I don't know. Is it a big deal that the Chicago Bulls are smoking pot before the game?
I think it helps.
Nope.
I think anything you can do to chillax the pressures of being a
And it was
professional
11
athlete.
11
dude.
years ago, who cares?
Jay Williams is a little bit of a sellout.
No, he's a narc. Screw him. We should go find him.
I don't tell people all the Adderall that Pepper crushes and snorts before this show. I don't tell people, when he mixes his OE with cocaine before the show. Do I? Do I tell anyone that, Sean?
No.
You think
Thank
I'd be in
you.
a better mood?
Well, how does he do that?
Thank
Does he pour the cocaine in the OE?
Pours the cocaine, and he
Really?
always shakes it
seems
up
like- that's
and
a
goes, "Yeah, baby," and,
like a waste.
and then he does the thing, and explodes right into his mouth. He calls it a fizzy.
That's a waste of cocaine.
He calls it a Chris Pepper Stanley fizzy, baby.
I thought he called it a jizzy. Fizzy jizzy.
He calls it a Pepper Stanley homemade pop rocks.
That'd be wasting it, okay?
Oh, just when you cut the song off, I was about to join in with you. Here we go. I'm going to join in with Roy. All right. Please.
That was a great
Let's
remix.
get on to some other business. Michael Jordan is going to be turning 50 years old. Speaking of Jordan, on Sunday.
I'll bet you think his drinking problem is.
He hates his life.
He just wants to be young again, doesn't he?
The Charlotte
he just wants to be playing basketball.
He wants so badly a piece of LeBron James, and he has come to the realization that even Michael Jordan, who played in the era of SportsCenter, but he did not play in the era of the internet, of Twitter, of Facebook, and even Michael Jordan is kind of being forgotten a little bit. Everyone knows who Michael Jordan is.
I don't know if he's being forgotten, but he's being challenged. Let's say
He's being challenged, but no. What I'm saying is, ask a 19-year-old, how great Michael Jordan is. They won't know. They're not going to know. They're going to think LeBron James is the beginning and end of basketball.
Kobe.
Yeah, I see more LeBron though. because Kobe was too similar to Jordan. LeBron is different with the body, with the frame, with the he's
huge.
He's a giant person who's able to dribble like.
Whoa.
He's very talented.
He's very talented. He's very talented. Let's just leave it at that. He's very talented. He's a very talented guy. You have to be careful with what you're saying around people. You know, he's very talented. He's very talented. Let's just keep it at that.
Is anyone going to beat the Heat? Can anyone hurt them?
No, it's over. They don't even need to play in NBA Finals.
It feels like that.
LeBron James is so goddamn good, and winning that championship last year, he is playing free and easy. There's no more pressure on his back, and he's showing what everyone thought he could be right now, and that's why people should be watching, even regular season games. I watched a little bit of the regulars of the game last night with the Heat Trailblazers. They were down by 10 in the fourth quarter, and LeBron James said, all right, it's time for me to actually show up.
I'll work now.
And with ease, he was dunking on guys. He was passing behind his back. He was jumping over people. He was shooting threes. And you're like, he literally can do everything. Everything that any basketball player could ever do on the court, LeBron James can do. You know, Jordan was that guy, but Jordan, like we said, was 6'7" and had a regular shooting guard frame. Thin, muscular, but thin.
Yeah, lean.
LeBron James
Muscular.
is jacked. But then jacked guys like that historically have only played the power forward position, get rebounds. Maybe they can score, but they get rebounds. They certainly can't jump over another man and shoot three-pointers. LeBron James can do all that while handling the ball. It's retarded.
He's a freak of nature.
The guy is...
He probably shouldn't even be alive.
The guy might as well be Secretariat. If there's some way we can bring Secretariat back to life and have LeBron James ride him on the Kentucky Derby, if that happens, my goddamn dick's going to explode.
So should we have LeBron retire and put out the stud and just have him?
Oh, that would be great.
Right? Just make him...
Just making new
And you know who
NBA stars.
I'll tell you, and this is going to be a little controversial, but I'd have him hook up with Kitty Pryde, internet rapper.
Oh, yeah. Kitty Pryde's great. She deserves a good boyfriend.
And I think
like
those
that.
kids, forget it, dude.
Well, it's weird you'd mention it.
Forget it. I tell you one thing, Pepper.
What?
That young girl is a star.
She's the future.
She's an internet star, my
She's
friend.
the future.
Okay?
If you like rappers, you like Kitty Pryde.
She Caucasian, Pep?
She is Caucasian
Oh,
redhead.
then take back what I said. I said I wanted a basketball player. Hello.
What, can't have a mulatto basketball player?
I guess Jason Kidd's
That's
half,
okay to
right?
say.
Is it? People tell me it isn't, but it feels like it is.
I don't know.
What, you can't say mulatto?
Yeah, you can't say mulatto. He's
Really?
one step away from saying he's a half an N. Come on.
Wow.
We do a clean show here.
I had no idea.
What's next? What, we have to bring in the racist sports computer? Is that what's next? Huh?
Oh,
You know his feelings.
Isn't mulatto a cookie?
Wait. What did the sports computer say? That's how you can find a black person at the bottom of the ocean. How? Oh my God! It's just racist.
It's the same jokes from last week.
I know. Get some new material for crying out loud. What? Okay, we don't say wetbacks. Sports computer, please. Enough with the racism. Are you offended? Are you offended?
I think we need to
because
keep this
he just called you a fat lesbian.
I'm going to throw that thing out the goddamn window.
Well, you should. That's what he said. Tell me more about Pepper. You did what? You jerked that guy off?
Lies! That computer's lying.
He's not telling me lies. Sports computer never lies to me. What else did he do?
Slander.
What? I didn't know you could put coke in your ass.
You got to get.
You know all the tricks, Peppy
You
Ham.
got to get to another country, right?
Flexible.
All right, thanks. No, thank you, sports computer. That's enough.
I always had a problem with that computer.
Goddamn right you did. Did you notice that this month is a very historical month? Can anyone take a guess?
Black
for 50?
History Month?
Incorrect.
Oh.
It's Subway February.
Oh, yeah.
That too.
It's hard to say, apparently.
I can say it perfectly. This is why I am the February master.
Master! He's the one we all February after!
February.
I'm going to tell you one thing. $5 for any sub. That's why I am February master.
February Master! February Master! He's the one that we all February after!
He's not saying it right.
No, you're not.
February.
You hate
No.
Subway.
I do. And these the problem is I've been watching so much sports. As after the Super Bowl.
Well, they've gotten the star of every single sport to shill for them, so they can do it. They can do it all year long.
And when you watch sports as a live event, you can't fast forward to the commercials. Yeah. So I have to sit through February commercials. I mean, there's 7 or 8 February commercials for every hour of sports programming. It's killing me.
How else do you think Robert Griffin III gets his concussions?
G3, dog.
February. How's that?
Stop.
February. Say it.
February.
February.
You're not saying it right, Roy Schaefer.
Speech impediment.
Roy Schaefer has a lot of problems.
Pepper? Anything?
Have you heard this from National Enquirer? They're saying OJ.
Hey, Giuseppe!
Giuseppe's in the house.
Come on, wave to the people at Ustream. Come on.
The camera's right
Giuseppe.
there.
Come here, Giuseppe. Come here, pal. How are you, baby? Come here, Giuseppe. Look, I gotta get you in frame here. Do you think LeBron James is on steroids?
Maybe.
Oh! One last question. Do you know what month it is? What month is it right now? February.
Subway.
Can you say that?
February.
Yeah.
February.
Man.
February. Thank you, Giuseppe. And that's why we call it Giuseppe Q and A.
That's a lot of words in this thing in there, guys. You really want me to go for that one?
Oh my God.
The other one.
You just plug in Giuseppe's name instead of Dave's.
Giuseppe's Q. Hey.
Roy Schaefer, I don't know what I'd do without you, pal. Or more,
I'm here for you, baby.
More specific, I don't know what I'd do without Pepper yelling at you about what to do.
I'm here for you, baby Dave.
Have you been drinking Giuseppe's tequila?
Wait, what was we had a fight, somewhat of an argument before the show, and but I forgot, between Pepper and Roy.
Oh, yeah.
But now I forget what happened.
Because I come in, I'm tired, I don't feel well. And then he's telling me I should be fine. No, don't worry. He's gonna be great in the air.
This is what happened. I said, Pepper seems a little down in the dumps. And Roy Schaefer said, Dave, don't you worry about it. When that red light goes on, baby, Pepper's on.
Yeah, I don't need your goddamn help.
That's
Schaefer.
right. Yes. And Pepper took that as an insult. Maybe because I'm in Godfather mode. It was like when Frank Pentangeli got the C note from the Rosada brothers and goes, I don't like the C note, Rosada. I take it as an insult. The fact that you stood up for Pepper actually pissed him off. He don't need your help.
Yeah. I don't need your lackey crap.
He's been in the radio business since 1974. How long you been in?
1978.
Whoa!
I had no idea.
Well, then this is your 25th anniversary, or 35th. 35 years, everybody. Congratulations to Roy Schaefer. 35 great years of radio.
Thanks, baby Dave. Thanks.
Baby Dave?
It's getting strange.
What am I, like 6 years old all of a sudden?
All right, so OJ, the Inquirer is saying he's gay.
O.J. Simpson or Giants Super Bowl MVP O.J. Anderson?
O.J. Simpson.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm the only one who thinks of O.J. Anderson when other people say O.J.
Yep.
All right, so he has a TV in his room, in his cell.
Orange
And what is he?
They watch the Super Bowl together, him and a bunch of other inmates, his boys in prison.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is what one of the inmates
So he has
said.
friends there?
People love him. People love
Is
him
he
in prison.
general pop, as they say, general population?
I would guess so if he's having people hang out in his cell watching games.
Seems a bit risky, don't you think?
OJ's crazy asshole.
All right.
Here's one that said about OJ. He couldn't stop talking about Baltimore Ravens receiver Anquan Bolden. No, the source. He said, Anquan is my man. What a great looking guy.
Yeah.
Yay.
And then he's like a god to the other inmates. He prances around flexing his muscles wearing only a pair of gym shorts.
Sure.
How long is OJ locked up for?
33 years.
Oh, my God.
Wow, really?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew he was,
I thought it
but
was sports memorabilia.
I thought it was like, like a 10, 11 year stint.
They're doing like kidnapping and a whole bunch of other charges that
holding
really
They should have
him.
also thrown in double homicide.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, he got off on that.
That's just me. So in other words, they just gave him an incredibly hard sentence, basically to make up for it.
Tried to shake down a dude.
OJ, why are you shaking that? He literally got away with murder. You can say that to very few people walking around, and yet he's shaking down sports memorabilia people.
Didn't he also get busted selling ecstasy or something?
He's a lunatic. If anyone ever wanted to make a great buddy cop movie, you have O.J. Simpson and Pete Rose, trying to solve some bank robbery or whatever. That would be the greatest thing of all time.
A naked gun going for him.
I didn't say if you ever want to see a good pornography. Yeah, it's OJ time. OJ and Pete Rose time, dawg. Take those panties off. We're gonna rob some banks, but first, take off those panties.
I thought they were cops.
Yeah, you take off your panties. Here's my badge, lady.
That's your dick.
That's why I call it my badge of honor, baby.
Oh.
I'm gonna give you a badge of pussy.
Huh?
I don't know. I find it funny that the Olympic committee took off wrestling
Yeah, why?
out of the Olympics.
It's like the oldest thing.
Yeah, I mean,
offered in the
that
Olympics.
was the original sport.
Yeah.
And that and running were the original Olympic sports.
Came out of Africa.
No, it's too boring.
But it's good
out.
because I heard from my sources that they are substituting it with laser ping pong. So there you go, right there. What the hell? It's just a stinger, just a regular stinger.
Yeah, I know. I'm just experimenting here.
No, don't experiment with
You're
stingers.
experimenting with drugs. is
Don't
what's
experiment
happening
with the
here.
stingers. Give me your professional Roy Schaefer stinger, please. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Shafy, baby.
Hey, David, baby.
Thank you, baby, Shavy.
David, babe.
Shafy boo.
Boo, 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 boo.
Poppy doo. Slippy time.
You got yourself a lackey there, don't you?
Thanks, Roy. Thanks for Roy. You can always say good stuff about me. I ain't gonna, poop on your head. Go ahead, say something nice about Dave, man.
You got a nice body, Dave.
Leave me the alone, Market.
I don't need no lackey.
I don't need no goddamn lackey, son. I got my own lackey. His name is Sean O'Barry.
Wait, then I would.
He's the engineer. That's my lackey.
Everyone forgot how to do it when we figured it out in the beginning. Screw it.
I got your back, Pepper. I am your
There
lackey.
you go. There you go.
That's
Thank
a
you.
nice sweatshirt, Pepper.
Thanks. It's the one I wear every week.
What else?
Are you sure?
What else, Pepper? What else is happening?
Podcast is over. Is what's happening.
No, what else? Come on, give us one story before we go. Give us something. Give us something like,
Something
smoking
personal.
some doobies.
What would you do over the weekend, Pepper?
Yeah, what'd you do,
I
big
had a
boss?
what?
What'd you do, big boss man? What'd you do, bro?
That big boss man's dead.
Is he really?
Oh, here we go. Vince Young. It came out. He's still going through his whole bankruptcy case.
Is he still trying to get back in the league?
No. What's come out though is he took out a $300,000 loan to throw himself a birthday party.
Yeah.
Now I'll leave it. No comment.
Gonna end strong.
It's amazing, though, when you think about it. Vince Young probably is still 28, 29. I mean, I'm not even sure if the guy's in his 30s. This is a guy who won a national championship, won a Heisman, won a Rookie of the Year, got his team into the playoffs, and is nowhere to be as a quarterback, and is nowhere to be found. He screwed up his career so badly with the throwing the helmet, the nonsense, the alleged suicides, all this stuff.
He's my age. He's 29 years old.
29 years old. I was right. Look at that. All right. Hey, folks, we want you to subscribe to the show on riotcast.com and iTunes. Make sure you're subscribing.
That was not our fault.
Last week, iTunes had a problem. It was our iTunes had a problem with putting the show up. If you subscribe, you'll get the show. Subscribe to watch us. Listen to us on SiriusXM Satellite Radio. Different show live every Saturday. My name is Eastside Dave, Davey Mac. With me, Chris Pepper Stanley, Sean
Bye.
O'Barry, Roy Schaefer. Good night, everybody.